Hello and welcome to Afaria 100, Introduction to Mobile Device Management with Afaria. At the end of this course, you'll be able to understand what MDM or Mobile Device Management is and why it's so important, learn about SAP's approach to MDM, be introduced to Afaria, SAP's mobile device management solution, know the architecture required to implement Afaria, and see the value of SAP analytics and reporting through Afaria. The promise of mobility creates a huge opportunity, but most enterprises wonder, where do we start? Many simply feel they can't implement any mobile solution until a strategy for security and governance of mobile devices is put in place. So most enterprises will start the mobility strategy with device management. The mobile environment has several implications that are evolving with current trends. First, existing compliance models must be extended to mobile devices coexisting with new mobility security needs. Applications must be managed through their life cycle in order to gain a return on investment. IT organizations must rapidly evolve mobile applications and interfaces to meet sharp increases in demand across B2B, B2E, and B2C channels. These applications will generally shift over time from being desktop-centric designs to mobile-centric designs. Mobile data is often difficult to account for in a landscape where speed and consumption is a priority, yet mobile devices by their very nature include the additional risk of loss of data by means of lost, stolen, or compromised devices. And don't forget about telecom expenses. The explosive growth of smartphone data usage is making cost management increasingly more difficult to manage. Organizations have recognized that mobile devices are crucial to their own success, and many have incurred significant expense purchasing and securing such devices, equipping their workforce. At the same time, employees are increasingly using or demanding to use personal devices to store and process their employer's data and to connect to their networks. The reasons for this vary from avoiding the need to carry and manage multiple devices to the desire to use the most up-to-date devices that exist to increase efficiency. The BYOD model creates a requirement to manage a device differently from those the enterprise owns and can control. Any device management solution must be able to reliably discern the difference between the two and manage the device accordingly. A BYOD security and governance model must be implemented. Enterprises require full visibility and control of mobile assets across the enterprise. To accomplish this, they must plan for mobile device security, establish and formalize mobile policy, provision devices and deploy apps for the consumption of data, monitor and control compliance, gaining insight into network activities and issues, and ultimately command control every step of the way. By controlling and protecting the mobile devices and the data, MDM can reduce support costs and minimize the associated business risks. The intent of MDM is to optimize the functionality and security of a mobile communications network while minimizing cost and downtime. But let's be clear, you can't secure a mobile device workforce without a well-thought-out policy, and you can't expect people to adhere to policies that aren't enforced. Mobile devices are best managed by an MDM solution such as Afaria. SAP's enterprise mobility strategy leverages core strengths to outfit best-run businesses. Enterprise mobility is a natural strategic fit to SAP's already existing business suite of applications and is essential to our mission. And SAP has a firm commitment to maintain the best mobility solutions in the world. Our guiding principles for deployments are simple yet effective. We believe in the value of empowering users where appropriate in order to manage by exception. This reduces the burden on IT and the help desk by providing basic functions that users can execute themselves with little or no risk. SAP already has best-in-class reporting and is very well known for their analytics. When combined with Afaria's actionable views, activities can be monitored and select actions can be automated to reduce the administration effort and impact on the organization. Afaria is built for scale and integrates with existing infrastructure and complements the mobility strategy. Afaria has a highly flexible architecture, and in addition to scalability, provides flexible implementation options, supporting popular models such as traditional on-premise, cloud-based, hosted, SaaS, or managed mobility. SAP runs SAP, and SAP runs Afaria. By using our own products, and to a large scale in some cases, this provides an insight into functional requirements and, in turn, a driver for development of the product. SAP has implemented over 20,000 Apple iOS devices in a very short time frame and brings to the table experience from which to draw on. SAP has also deployed a BYOD program, and SAP associates are permitted to either use an SAP-provided device or their own device. In its first 2 years, SAP's implementation became the largest iPad deployment globally, according to ZDNet, and 100% of SAP's sales force has been issued a tablet device. Enrollment is 100% self-service, and SAP manages by exception. It takes only 1 minute to decommission a device, and we've achieved an economy of 92% reduction in provisioning and application deployment cycle times. The end result is that SAP's implementation of devices has had minimal impact on usability and administrative management. What is Afaria? Afaria Mobile Device and Application Management Solution allows administrators to centrally manage, secure, and deploy mobile data, applications, and devices. Afaria has a heritage of leadership and integrates to both SAP Analytics and our Mobile Enterprise Application Platform, SUP. Afaria is a simple yet comprehensive MDM solution. It contains a self-service portal for enrollment and user self-management. Afaria supports device configuration policies such as password, restrictions, email, VPN and Wi-Fi policies, among others. It contains an enterprise app store with role-based deployment, where you can deploy apps to your end users based on their role within your organization. Afaria collects hardware and software inventory and has an extensive logging system and supports group administration, where you create groups yourself, bundle them together, build them dynamically from inventory selection criteria, or integrate with Active Directory. A user can belong to more than one group simultaneously, which provides for some very creative use of group management. Afaria will also separate personal data from enterprise data, supporting a BYOD model and allowing such functions as a selective wipe. It allows you to inventory voice, message, data, and even last known location information, helping you manage telco costs and track device location. Afaria already comes with integration to application middleware platforms such as the Sybase Unwired platform, where you can not just deploy an app, but also deploy an app fully configured and ready to use. It includes options for a role-based help desk, where you have the option to control access by function, and of course, Afaria's reporting through SAP Analytics and Dynamic Views help you manage, monitor, and control every step of the way. Afaria manages the entire lifecycle of the device. Highlights include the following. Provisioning. Enrollment is controlled typically through the Enrollment Self-Service portal. Enrollment policies can be established to configure devices, assign users to groups, and deploy apps by role. Also included is email enrollment, and optionally, you can configure the device for VPN and Wi-Fi. Production. Once a device is in production, it needs to be tracked and managed as an asset. A full inventory of hardware and software installed is available. You can maintain or modify a device configuration. Application notifications identify when an update is available for an app, whether it's an enterprise app or from a commercial market such as iTunes or Google Play. data, and messages usage may optionally be cataloged to support telco expense management, and this includes location tracking from last known location. Compliance monitoring is supported to track security violations and threats, while security policies can be deployed and enforced by device. Any non-compliant device may be blocked within access control. Monitor. Any good solution would have great reporting capabilities, and here Afaria excels. With SAP Analytics running over the Afaria database, you get real-time monitoring of hardware, software and packages, roaming and carrier, compliance and location tracking, all with drill-down capability by data element. Decommissioning. On occasion, it may be necessary to perform a remote lock, selective wipe, or remote wipe on a device. Additionally, access violation locks can be set to lock a device automatically during failed logon attempts. Afaria has all of these features. Finally, when a device is non-compliant, you'd want to disable the device and/or access to the network, including email, which Afaria provides by managing access control. These are the major features, but certainly not all of them. Beyond MDM, this is where SAP begins to shine. When an app is deployed, more often than not, it must be configured with such settings as URL, port number, farm ID, user ID, and password, among others. This confuses users. They frequently don't understand, for example, what is a port or farm ID. Since SAP also has a mobile development platform, we can use that platform and the associated APIs that come with it to not just create the application, but also provide a full configuration of the app. There are API libraries in our app development platform that allow you to fully provision a mobile app. In this manner, both the app and the configuration is delivered by Afaria, greatly simplifying the deployment process. Without Afaria controls in place, there may not be security, application management, an enterprise app portal, or certificates to deploy. However, with SAP, the enterprise is in control. Power-on password policies provide your first line of defense, securing not just a container or email, but the entire device. An enterprise app portal could deliver the app and its configuration directly to the device. Certificates could be deployed to control access and support single sign-on, Wi-Fi, and VPN. All of this could be controlled through simplified enrollment, which takes the users from an unmanaged device to a fully controlled device ready in just minutes. The Afaria user interface is intuitive and simple to navigate. The administrative console of Afaria is browser independent and not only supports most of the popular browsers, but also runs from a mobile device. The administrative console provides simple navigation, and there are no complex menu systems to navigate through. A list of icons are present on most screens and change depending on the function. By clicking on the icons, you change the screen and the functions available. This includes a dashboard, list view, activities, inspector, linker, views, import, and export icons, among others. With the inspector and linker, device properties and links to groups and policies are displayed in the same screen. The architecture and infrastructure required to implement Afaria is minimal. Most enterprises can run Afaria with just two servers, the Afaria server and the Relay server. The Relay server functions as a reverse proxy server and can run on either IIS or ISA Apache. The database and other services such as the self-service portal, package service, enrollment service, certificate service, and integration with LDAP Active Directory can all run on the Afaria server or, optionally, split out onto multiple servers to gain flexibility. Afaria is a highly scalable solution. The last U.S. census was managed by Afaria, and this implementation scaled to 140,000 devices. There are also connections to your email server, which provides access control. Afaria can be configured to provide a whitelist of devices to the email server using an ISAPI filter using the PowerShell service, and block access for non-compliant or rogue devices. Essentially, if the device is not managed by Afaria, email and system access could be blocked. Afaria connects to SAP Analytics with business objects. This well-known tool provides best-in-class reporting with actionable features. This includes Mobi, Mobile BI, and Business Objects Explorer. With these tools, you can download your reports and drill down into the data using a highly intuitive graphical interface. SAP Analytics includes a number of reports. This includes devices, activities, applications, and compliance. With SAP Analytics, you get early warnings for cost and usage overages. You can act on trends and get real-time insight into activities such as roaming and enable consistent monthly telecom expenditures. Afaria also provides a sophisticated tool for creating your own online reports or views, most of which can be reviewed online or exported to reports in MS Word, Excel, or PDF formats. With dynamic views, you can gather a list of devices and/or users and use selection criteria from Afaria's extensive database of hardware and software inventory. This can be used as filter or selection criteria to create a new list or dynamic view. Then, the view can be attached to dynamic groups, refreshed and updated on an automated basis, and then used to manage and deploy policies. For example, a view could be created to list all iOS devices on version 5.0 or later that have been jailbroken or have applications that are blacklisted. Next, a group could be created, and you could use that view, calling it your doghouse group. The group can be blacklisted to block access control. This type of functionality is great to automate blacklists and other advanced functions, and because Afaria allows a user to belong to more than one group, it offers a great deal of flexibility. For non-compliant devices, Afaria would automatically be able to determine if a user or device meets the criteria. It would automatically enroll the user in the doghouse group, and they would be blacklisted and lose access control until they put their device back into compliance. Blocking is done at the device level, so a user could be out of compliance with one device while being in compliance with a second device. With this kind of flexibility, the possibilities for control become enormous. So, why SAP? The top reasons to choose SAP for enterprise mobility are clear. Industry analysts such as Gartner, Forrester, and IDC have recognized SAP's mobility solutions as a market leader. For 10 years straight, SAP has led the MDM market, and it's important to note that smart enterprises generally buy the best and most affordable product on the market. Afaria certainly fits that profile. In addition, SAP provides end-to-end mobile solutions, extending any application to the leading mobile devices in the market today. With our industry focus, SAP provides mobile solutions to a wide range of users and helps our customers unlock innovation with flexible deployment options and enterprise-level management and security, resulting in rapid and measurable business value. You should now be able to understand what mobile device management, or MDM, is and why it's so important. Know about SAP's approach to MDM, have an understanding of Afaria, SAP's mobile device management solution, know the architecture required to implement Afaria, and see the value of SAP Analytics and reporting through Afaria.